All right, welcome to Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News this week, man. We got a full house in here. Like we got a live audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they ain't
Is
paying
this
no,
what the monkeys feel like? Is this what monkeys feel like when they're
some of them ain't paying no attention to this.
All right, let's thank our marketing partners. I'm not going to forget anybody tonight, Jack.
You better not.
All right, so we got to thank Papa John's for a pizza. I just had a couple slices. I was hungry.
I think the other slices went in there.
Got to thank Papa John's for feeding us. We got Smith Wraps and Graphics that does a title sponsor.
Our title sponsor this year.
NC811. Yeah, GAC, Great American Company. Bonder Brothers Distillery. Pepsi Mountain Dew. Our drinks are provided by them. Got to thank those guys. MPM Marketing, Tanya McAllister. If you need any help with social media stuff, Tanya will give you great advice on what to do and what not to do. Langley Speedway for allowing us to do the show here. We can't thank those guys enough. Vaughn, Bill, Chuck. Factory Canopies. If you need a tent for your car, some chairs for your team, they're the people. And who I forgot last week, somehow I skipped right over them. Black Acid Apparel. Do our shirts. Jack's got one of our shirts on. They do my shirts and hats. I thank those guys. So, Bill, we didn't forget you this time. Sorry about last week.
You know, bothers me. You haven't worn one of these
Yeah. Safety Clean and Performance Plus Motor Oil. Can't thank those guys enough for everything that they do. With that, Jack.
All right, let's do a little news before we get started.
Let me turn it off. What are you laughing at? And we thank everybody for always watching the show. And I know we do get a lot of comments, and we don't get to everybody, but we do appreciate them when we do see them. What's up, Dwight? Chris, thanks, man. And Miss Aaron.
Aaron said, "There's my girl." You're not partial with her. I mean, you're her partial. Your favorite. You are her favorite. Okay. All right. Well, that was a quick answer on that one. All right, let's do the news real quick. From St. Louis this past weekend, a new track. Joey Logano got the win in the Cup race.
It wasn't from a lack of effort on Kyle Busch's part.
No, it wasn't, and I was kind of thinking that's where it was going to head there for a few minutes.
Yeah.
But our buddy Ross Chastain. He made no friends in that race at all. I mean, it was.
I love his interview afterwards, though. I don't know. I just went in there and hit him, and then I hit him too, and then I wrecked him, and shouldn't drive like that.
And Denny Hamlin did everything he could do to screw him up, but it didn't work. I mean, he still got by him. It took him a little while to get by him. He still got by him. And Chase Elliott, I feel sorry for him. He's having a rough time. I mean, he's had a lot of bad breaks, but Ross Chastain gave him a real bad break. So anyway.
Well, I don't know. I think Denny got the worst one.
You're 1,000% Aaron's favorite. I didn't know
1,000%.
All right, in the Truck Series race from St. Louis, Corey Heim got his first win in the Truck Series. That was a big deal, and that for him to get that win, and with Kyle Busch Motorsports, and we've seen him race here, we've seen him race at other places, and to see him get a truck win, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big step.
In the Xfinity race that was from Portland, it was in the rain. A.J. Allmendinger got the win. Now, that's a big surprise that he would win on a road course, even if it was raining.
I didn't watch that race, but I kept seeing, like, little highlights of, like, Jesse Wu hit. What happened? The brakes didn't work?
Jesse Awuji just went in and hit the Golden Boy.
Was he mad at him for something?
No, he wasn't mad at him. He said he wasn't mad at him. He said
I didn't see the interview.
That was just one of those things that happened.
That sounds like some stuff I've done before.
Yeah.
Under caution, take the leader out.
But anyway, our buddy Rajay Caruth finished, you said 11th. I had 10th. I didn't know what, so he finished 10th or 11th, but he had a great run. He fell back on one of the pit stops. He fell back a little bit, managed to come back up and be in the 10th or 11th, whichever it was. But he even led a couple laps of that race.
Oh, did he?
So that was a big deal for him, and really excited for him.
Yeah, got 3 more races. And it was funny because I was thinking back after that come out, I tagged his dad. I'm like, you were holding out on us. But he had mentioned that there was like some things coming and we didn't pick up on it.
Yeah. Well, it came. And the ARCA West, which was racing at Portland, Jake Drew got the win there, but it was a rain shortened race.
Yes, Robbie. We missed his comments.
Bob Parker. I thought he was gone. All right, from Sobo this past weekend, they had a big race at South Boston. Jacob Borst got the late model win up there, beating Peyton Sellers. At Chemung, New York, our boy Garrett Zacharias got another win. The next day, he went to a new track, Riverview or something racetrack up there in New York, and qualified on the pole. Somehow or other, he fell back a little bit, and then he got dumped, and then he come back to 9th. So he ended up 9th in the race. Up at Motor Mile, Kyle Dudley got the win in late model race number 1. Mike Looney got the win in race number 2. This weekend, they got a big thing going on at Motor Mile. They want everybody, because South Boston's not going to be racing. I forget, Dominion's not racing late model. Some 2 tracks are not running late models. They want everybody to come to Motor Mile. They're going to have a great big race at Motor Mile this weekend. So, don't know what the whole deal is there. Kingsport, Cress Van Dyke, the king of Kingsport, went back to Kingsport this year, and he's already won 3 races down there this year.
Nice.
So, and in the Mod 4s at Kingsport, our buddy Kevin Cantor, I've talked to him several times in the last couple of weeks. Kevin Cantor got his 95th career win in the Mod 4s.
I'd just like to have half.
Just
1.
Or 2. Up at Dominion Raceway this past weekend in the modified race number 1, Mike Rudy won. In modified race number 2, Kayla Searles got the win. I'm sure Willie Mullins and everybody over at Bugsy's, they're all excited about her getting a win. The Virginia Racers had 2 races. Nick Leach won the first one, or won the second one. Alex Brock won the first one. Up at Jennerstown this past weekend, they had the big CRA ARCA race. Kyle Crump got the win. Stephen Nasi finished second, and Casey Roderick finished third. Down at Bowman Gray, they had a 200-lap modified race. John Boy Brown got the win. So that was a pretty big deal there to see him get the win. He finally beat Chris Fleming. Down at Nashville, Pro Late Models, Jackson Boone got the win. They ran mods down there this weekend too, and Chris Johnson and Eric Folks from here at Langley Speedway went down and run that race. Chris Johnson finished 8th, Eric Folks 12th. Cody Strickler was the winner. At Caraway, race number 1 in the late models, Donnie Apple won. Race number 2, Nathan Bess. Down at Goodyear, Rusty Daniels got both wins in the late models. And then here to Langley Speedway this past weekend, in the Super Streets, Dale Nichols got the win.
That was, I mean, I waited a long time in the car to get the race going. It was like, oh, caution, red flag.
There was a Pro 6 race. I don't think anybody was in it but Travis Wall.
What are you talking about?
Huh? Were you in that race?
Yes.
Did you even smell the exhaust off of Travis Wall?
For about 5 or 6 laps.
Anyway,
then he quit playing with me.
Don't say that. You beat me to it. Anyway, he got the win, and Scott Allen over there finished second. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. In the U cars, Hayden Sheldon got the win. And the biggest race of the night, the Cars Tour race, local boy, track champion, undefeated here at Langley.
This year. I mean, that car is 4 wins in a row. Here.
Brendan Butterbean Queen got the Cars win, and that was a huge deal. So congratulations out to him. I think Phil Warren, after the win, decided to go get his knee worked on.
He did. He got one replaced. He's home. Seems to be doing well.
So anyway, all right, driver of the week this past week. Does anybody have any idea who driver of the week is? You know, all the people around here. No, you didn't get it. Hayden Sheldon got driver of the week.
That's a shocker.
Huh?
I've seen his name come up once or twice.
It came up a whole bunch of times. I'm still trying to figure out who.
Are you still counting?
Yeah, I'm counting. And I'm still trying to figure out who who is the guy
who's the president of the mafia?
Yeah, who is doing this? The mafia, out of nowhere. Butterbean gets a win in the Cars Tour, and he can't even get driver of the week.
He's won enough.
And I almost positive it was one of them Waltrips that had something to do with it. So anyway, that's a driver of the week.
Which one? Because there's a lot of them damn Waltrips.
Yeah, I see a couple in here tonight. There went the neighborhood. All right, we got Ryleigh Rondeau with us. How are you doing?
Good.
Really good?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us a little bit how racing's going for you. I know you're winning in some karts.
Yes.
How many wins you got in the karts?
2.
2 wins in the karts.
Only raced 2 races this year.
Oh,
That's 2 more than Jack ever got.
One day this is all going to come back home to you. But anyway, yeah, but 2 wins is that's still more than you got. So what you got?
No.
We ain't counting arena racing. That's go-karts. That's a little. That's the fake race cars. There.
Okay.
You did
Let's see
win.
you getting one.
I don't want to get in one, especially if you're on the track. I don't want to get in one. So tell us all about your racing this year. Tell us about what all's going on with you.
I got my car out of hibernation.
What made you take the car out of hibernation and start racing that?
So my sponsor, Tim Brown, does my stickers. We were helping his son race Cash Brown, and I kind of got jealous, and I wanted to race again. And finally got my dad to take it out of hibernation.
How long did you badge as dad?
It was like, it took 1 race. But then it was 2 years, 1 year and a half in a race to get him to take it out.
Oh, really? Oh, it took a little while, huh? How did you get started to begin with? What made you want to come out to the racetrack?
Well, my dad races and his dad races.
Oh, okay.
My papa. And then one time we were out here on Saturday, and Atlee was out here with his cart. So we looked into it more.
So now you got all these people you're racing with in the bandos and everything, and y'all look like a real tight group of people. And y'all pull for each other. But there's got to be one in there you just like beating. Who is it?
I don't know.
All of them.
Yeah. I don't know. All of them. I guess.
You don't want out there just beat Atlee up. Just.
I like racing against him.
You do? So do you like the bandos a lot better than you do the karts?
I don't know. I like the karts because it's like different. And then I like the bandos because it's a lot smoother and faster.
So have you raced any place other than here at Langley Speedway? Or
In my cart or
bandos or anything?
King George for my cart.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a pretty good deal with you.
That's kind of a big kart track too, ain't it?
It's not that big.
No, it's
smaller than this.
Is it?
It
Okay.
has good banking though.
Did you win anything up there?
No, I did a 4-race winter series and I got 3rd for my first time up there.
Oh, that's pretty good. Now, do you go out and work on your karts and your bando? You do? I mean, is that part of the deal with mom and dad? You have to go out there and work on the car if you're going to drive it?
From the start, my dad said, I have to be out there, otherwise he's going to race it.
Whoa! So you decided you better go out there. So what all do you do when you're working on the car?
Anything but the motor. Like, he does the motor. I don't do that.
You don't do the motor? Do you know how to get one set up for the race and how to
Like,
stagger and
normally I'm in the cart, so I don't do that.
oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to find you something to do. Do you wax it and clean it and everything?
I clean it. I don't wax it.
You don't wax your car?
No.
Oh man, I wax mine.
It didn't work for him, so maybe that's not a good idea.
Too much weight, slow it down.
That was the driver.
Are you playing this game with him now? You are?
Yes.
Well, is there a particular reason why you siding with him?
Because he did really good on Saturday.
He did good on Saturday. He got another top 5.
Got a top 2.
A top 2. Oh, I heard that Bando boy was about to eat him up. Any truth to that?
I don't know.
Until his radiator cap come off.
Yeah.
He had a radio cap come off of you?
So a bunch of water come out. He ended up about spun out and ended up parking it.
And he's had a rough time getting that car ready to go this year.
One that had a rough time was Brandon Wood. Give a shout out to Brandon Wood. Worked all winter, got his car together, made first practice, got faster. Second practice, he really tried in qualifying, in our Euro qualifying, spun and got hit. And
He got hit in qualifying?
yeah, it was Euro qualifying. He spun,
Ooh.
and somebody come in later and hit him in the door, and it's total. Just I feel bad for him. I mean, he worked all winter to get the car together and ready, and finally come out to race just like me. This was his first race of the season. So
how your Bando race has been going this year?
I've had like electrical problems. But last race I avoided a lot of wrecks.
There was a lot of wrecks in the last race.
Yes. I wasn't involved in any of them.
Good. That's a good thing. So where'd you end up?
I don't
the car wasn't tore up. That's all she
Yes.
knows.
It was crazy.
Now, did your dad keep you up? I mean, you don't have radios in
Mhm.
You do have radios in the car. Who spots for you?
My dad.
Oh, how does that work out?
Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes I yell at him.
You yell at him? What do you yell at him about?
Anything.
At least he's honest about it now.
Do you know he's paying bills on that car, right? Don't want to do too much.
Was it his fault, the electrical problem?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
It
good
sounded
answer.
like the crew chief.
He said it was his fault.
He said it was his fault?
Yeah.
That's probably his fault. It was probably his fault. So you don't argue with him during the course of the race too much.
I can't really talk when I'm driving. It's kind of hard. But like in caution laps, I can.
Okay.
She's concentrating, Jack.
Yeah.
That's what
You're
That's
unlike,
what real race car drivers do. Jack.
unlike Scott, who talks the whole time he's riding. So don't go there. Now, who all are your sponsors on your cars this year? Your carts and your
I have a lot. I have York County Customs, Keith Wilson. He helps with everything. I have Dan Wilbert, who gives me a check a lot, which
wow.
it helps. FRT Motorsports with Mr. Greer. He does modifies with like Chris.
Big group.
Yeah.
Big Greer?
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I have Slinger Printworks, who does all my shirts and my stickers, all that. That's who Cash. That's his son.
You know, Tim's a great guy. Well, I have to say he's, I got something coming up soon I need to talk about with him too. So anyway, go ahead.
I have Mean Dean's Automotive with the 72 late model Mr.
The
Yeah.
Shiflet.
Shiflet. Okay.
Sorry, Mayhem, obviously, who does all my
And you're
stuff.
her 1,000.
Yes. I have Jonathan Mullet Racing, who helps on my Bando, but he does a lot on my cart. He helps set up and stuff.
He's pretty good on kart stuff. He's
Mhm.
been on his karts for a long time.
Yeah, he has his own team
Mm-hmm.
a lot. Performance Mechanical, who does AC and stuff. It's Performance, not Performance.
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 Okay, not performance, but
Yes,
performance.
See, she's got me beat because I'd have had that screwed up already.
Seaford Scallop.
How about before we go to the next one though? But you said it's an air conditioner. You ain't got air conditioning in your car, do you?
No.
Okay.
We didn't have air conditioning in our house, and we just fixed it on Sunday.
That's a
Okay.
must.
Yes, it was hot.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
We had
was.
3 fans.
Yeah. It was so hot that I had 3 grandkids, and I'm gonna tell you what now, they got
Didn't
even
your
hotter.
AC? Wasn't yours the AC out? Was it yours that was out?
Well, mine hadn't been out this time.
I thought somewhere. Thinking yours was out too.
No, I just had a brand new one put in.
So it better not be.
Yeah, it better not be out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Seaford Scallop Company with Jeff Hodges.
Get a lot of seafood. Huh?
Yeah, we don't eat seafood. Well, my dad doesn't eat seafood at all. He
For
doesn't-
him.
Yeah. Margie Wiley with Freedom Street Partners. She does our financial stuff. She's our financial
With all this,
advisor.
with all these sponsors and everybody handing you checks and stuff, yeah, you probably do need a financial.
And Wayne Wyatt with Wyatt Homes, he helps us a lot on setup and what to do to make my car feel better. And my family for helping me and supporting me, especially my dad and Papa, who's out there every race.
See, and then you're going to yell at him.
He's got to tighten up. So then, being your dad was a driver and your papa was a driver? You and your dad, who would be the better driver?
He said I would.
That's what I was gonna say.
He said that I'm a lot smarter driver than he was.
Well, you're probably a lot smarter than the rest of us for sure.
I had a line there I was going to use, but I decided not to because he's sitting right in there. I ain't gonna say it.
But if you were racing him for the win, would you bump him out of the way?
Probably not.
Probably not. Dang. Just
You
give
would.
him a little bump, move him out.
Come
of
on,
the way.
man, you can't let that happen. He was
He
in the
would
race.
he would never live it down.
In the Bando, when we start, he gets mad at me because I use my bumper a lot. But we always have to re-weld my bumper tabs so they get bent every race.
Wow. Well,
You got to push, right?
Otherwise, you lose everything.
That's right.
when you get close to
We
the
can
end,
weld
just
them
push
back
them out of the way. Go ahead and get the win.
Normally, when we start every race.
So, what do you think about all the in the bandos? We got a lot of females racing in the bandos this
There
year.
was like 7 out of 12 the first race.
Dang.
And them poor boys, do y'all just get together and say we're just gonna beat up on them when we get a chance?
I don't know.
I don't think that. So, do you have plans to race other tracks this year?
I don't know. We just have to get this figured out first.
Well, if you like Scott, he's still figuring
Might
that
take a
out.
little while. Takes me a while. Does I lost my train of thought there.
Imagine that.
Yeah, right. I know, that's not hard. My mind went blank.
That's how he does when he's driving. His mind just goes blank. Now, how many pedals do you have in your Bando?
2.
2. Well, you ought to let Scott drive it because if he goes to 3, he has a problem.
When I was doing my kart, one of the dads asked me if I only had 1 pedal, the gas pedal.
Because he got run over somebody.
No, it was just fast. I didn't realize I was that fast.
Wow. Wow. That right there scared me a little bit. Didn't realize she's that fast.
So who do you look up to as a female in the sport?
Haley Deegan.
Haley Deegan. Yeah, she's a pretty good one to look up to.
What's so good about Haley Deegan? Tell me what you think of Haley Deegan.
She doesn't give up. She's a girl.
Yeah.
She races.
Yeah, she is a girl.
So being a young girl in the sport or wanting to get into the sport, does it inspire you when you see people like Haley Deegan racing? Does that make you want to do it too?
And like Caitlin Joyner
Mm-hmm.
and
Amanda.
Amanda.
So do you watch them when they're racing to see what they're doing? Good. I mean, you need to keep a good eye on what you got going on there. But it seems to be you know you got a pretty level head.
Them,
I think you got a pretty level head. You're gonna be able to do okay with that. So
I mean, she's already a better driver than her dad.
He's sitting in there. I'm not gonna say nothing right now. But see, if Aaron had brought her, we could have talked trash. But anyway, now, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? Do you want to keep going, keep racing, and advance up and whatever?
Dad's gonna have to get another job.
So what's your next? What would you like to do next? Which division would you like to be in?
Well, we don't quite know yet, but we think maybe a grandstand. Because we don't want to do super streets because it's crazy. Super trucks, it's like expensive and it only races here.
Yeah, and you got to race against guys like Hunter Waltrip. Oh, God knows. That is bad. If you go Pro 6, you got to race against him. So you don't have a whole lot going for you. You might as well go Grand Stock.
Grand stocks are limited.
Would you like to try to drive one of those one time to see how it feels?
I don't know. I don't know what to go to because there's like a big step from Bando to Big Kart.
It is. But how old are you?
11.
11. So you got a 3 years? Yeah. She's already counting. You're in trouble, Dad.
Well, now, I can give you a little information that you could use with your dad. Okay? There's an 11-year-old boy over in Williamsburg that's driving a late model. He can't drive NASCAR tracks, but he can drive other tracks. And he's got a late model. So you might want to.
Dad needs to step up.
And he's doing good. So you might be able to, jump in one of them cars and show him something. It'd be a good thing for you to do.
We had 2 trucks in our yard, but then we didn't think it was going to be a good step to the other trucks.
I don't blame you. I would. That's probably. You're probably right. If you got to go in there and race against Hunter Waltrip, it's not a good deal. It's not a good deal. But anyway, Ryleigh, thank you for coming. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And you get to winning some races and everything, and move along and become a big name race car driver. Don't forget about us.
I won't.
Well, good luck to you. Thank you for coming.
Thank
We appreciate it. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Appreciate you bringing her.
Donnie.
Bye.
All right, let's get the troublemaker of the bunch here.
That's Wesley.
Wesley's the troublemaker?
He is. Every weekend at my house.
I mean, I remember Wesley when he was a little kid hanging around the arena racing. He was nice. Not
Not
anymore.
now. No.
All right, Amanda Satterly.
Yes.
Now, it seems to me we got a problem.
What's
you?
that?
Huh? Your dad seems like he wants to take your car.
Yeah.
He's done raced it once, and now he's going to race it again.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? You just going to sit there and watch?
Yeah.
Or you going to spot for him?
I mean, I could. I'm in Newell.
Clear. Leader's coming. Clear.
Yeah, basically.
Just 'cause
No.
Scott knows all about that.
Nah. I want to see how he does. He won't be as fast as me, but yeah.
Ooh.
I know he's right there. Yep.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, that's big words there.
Trash talking already. We didn't even have to pull this one out.
I mean, I gotta drive home by myself, so I'll be okay.
You got to drive home by yourself.
Yeah, I drive all the way here.
Dad didn't ride with you?
No, he came straight from work.
Oh. Well, you can hide out for a little while. Yeah. All right. Well, tell us all about how things are going this year for you.
Well, last time I raced, I don't even remember when, but
This is a professional show, Jack.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't even remember when last time I raced, but I know I got in the 18s again, so I'm trying to get that every weekend. It's my goal. Man, just trying to get better, faster. That my setup is good.
So, are you satisfied with the way the car count and everything is for your division? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was gonna be a few more, but I mean, it's not terrible. At least we're not on super streets. That's too much.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Craziness.
No.
I mean, every division has its craziness.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't know.
There's a lot in that class.
Wesley.
Oh, he's in that class.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about what all you got going on with. Are you once you get your dad out of the seat or whatever, are you gonna be back in it for the rest of the year? So, Dad just arbitrarily says, "I'm gonna drive the car this week."
Yeah.
He does that.
I let him.
You let him?
Oh, he's getting close. He's like,
Oh, he done moved it.
Hey,
He done moved to the door
talk
now.
more trash.
Yeah.
Your tire might be flat when you get out there.
Well.
Or is he going to get in and try to help make it better? Can he do that?
Now, she's already said she's faster than him, so what?
Yeah.
Him getting in it is not going to help.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
That's why I'm in the 18s.
Well.
Well, I think,
So, who all you got sponsoring you this year? You got a new list?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, look at here. She got a written list this time.
So, Broad Creek Marina and Boat Works in Deltaville, Maritime Mayhem Charter Fishing, Martin's Custom Marine LLC, Mar Woodworks, and Robbie's Performance Coatings.
Cool.
That's my list.
Cool. And who all helps you with your car besides your dad when he ain't trying to steal it?
Well, David and Wesley, Kevin, and my grandpa.
Okay.
They got a whole mafia over there.
Yeah, we really do. Every weekend, they're at my house.
Yeah, the last time I was here at the racetrack, which was before the rains hit,
Yeah.
I was over there, and there was a whole bunch of people over there in your pit area.
Yeah.
Everybody was over there. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to go over and say anything to your dad because he was all wrapped up with. But I didn't know he was calculating getting to stealing your car. But.
Yeah. He's always busy doing something, helping people.
Now, we asked Ryleigh a question. I'm gonna ask you the same question. You're a little older than Ryleigh.
Yeah.
So, where do you want to go in this sport? Do you want to stay in the sport, or you want to try other things later on? Or
I'm gonna stay in it. I really like racing.
good. That's what you. So, who do you look up to as a?
Maybe Deegan.
Lord, she gets more votes.
Not Danica.
She's getting more votes than Hayden did for the week, for the driver of the week. So what do you like about Haley Deegan?
No, she's just a female. It just inspired me.
Well, there's a lot of females. Well, no, I didn't say Danica Patrick.
But I mean, she's just.
I mean, there's a couple girls that I think that are gonna go beyond Haley Deegan.
Do you think so? Oh, she did really well. I'm surprised she struggled as much in the trucks. I mean, I like Haley because she will do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah.
She will rough you up. Teammate, no teammate, doesn't matter.
But I think there's a couple girls. JoJo Wilkinson is one of them. I think she's going to be good when she begins to maneuver her, get out of the late models and start going to other things, and she's beginning to do that, I think she's going to be good. Logan Mizuraka is another one. I think she's going to be pretty good. So there are other females,
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides Haley D.
I'm not telling you who to like or anything, but I'm trying to
steer you that way, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've talked to JoJo a few times. I've seen her in places, different racetracks or whatever. Talked to her. She's going to be a good race car driver.
Yeah.
She's not one now.
Oh, she's good now. But
Well, you said she's going to be.
I mean, she's going to develop into a better race car driver as time goes on. I mean, she's going to be there someday.
Yeah.
So tell us any secrets you got to tell us on your dad. So when we talk to him later on, we're not going to talk to him next. Because,
No.
I don't want to
joke.
we don't want the show to go downhill from that point on.
Hey.
He's racing this weekend.
Yeah.
Y'all got any bets on like how he's going to do compared to you?
What was his time? 19.
Slower than yours.
Yeah, slower than
yours,
me.
That's all I
All right. So I mean.
think I qualified 19.3,
Yeah.
maybe. Oh, it wasn't good.
Same.
So
Is he taking notes on how you're doing this? Is that what it's doing?
I don't.
Making notes for him.
Wesley.
Yeah. That's terrible.
I'm telling you, you got.
You're in the 18 seconds, and he qualified a 19.3.
Yeah, he's been driving longer than I have. So.
Well, you know what I would do? I would tell him you need to get out of the seat of that car because you can't do no better than I did. You don't even get in the
He's
car.
already proven that.
So don't get in the car if you can't do no better. Let's go get
So just
Kyle Busch to drive the car if we want to figure out what we're going to do. You ain't doing a good job.
See, we're supposed to take those seats out.
So y'all have to change seats.
Yeah. One eventually do it, so we just put like a padding in there, so then I can just put the padding in and then I can race without changing it.
That's what a couple guys do it mostly. All of them have the same seat, they just have a different
Yeah,
insert.
the insert to go in. Oh, that's pretty good. You got money enough to get the inserts? I heard it costs a lot of money to do that. Oh, you're just
start
going to put
working
it
more.
They have some homemade jobs now. You can just buy this foam, stick it in the seat, set in it.
Yeah.
Ryleigh Moore says, I got 50 on Jared not running a faster lap than Amanda.
Ooh.
Yeah, y'all gotta make bets.
Oh,
Yeah,
They're talking trash about you down.
Oh no.
Who you marking the sponsor of?
Bobby, I didn't do this. This is all him.
I hope you've given the money up because they just kicked you off the team. Anyway.
I mean, I'm not going to bet against Robbie on that.
I may think about that a little bit. Okay, Amanda. Well, we appreciate you coming out here and being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Even though you're doing a lot of laughing and at your dad's expense.
Well, I think we all are.
Yeah. That's like fun.
We're probably not the only ones. I like how you look back and Wesley and his dads are going.
Yep.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
We'll just get Timmy next because Timmy Waltrip, Hunter Waltrip. Okay.
Come on in, Timmy. You're man of few words. Nah, that's too close. We got to get you over here.
Timmy, I got something for you, but I went off and left it at home today. You were our driver of the week 2 weeks ago. So
This is a professional show. We usually don't do that.
So I will
Screw
have
up.
you a certificate. And there we
You're
have.
fine.
So we'll have that for you. I promise.
Has
I'll
Hunter
get.
ever won?
Huh?
Has Hunter ever won?
Yeah.
Oh, husband. Oh, damn. That's right. Damn. See how things change? That's past winners. We're on to new winners now.
Once you get like him, he all of a sudden now
How do y'all put up with him?
we're family. We stick together.
That don't help much. That don't help much.
So when you screw with one, you screw with all of them.
That's right.
Now, I want to know, when did you become a member of the Mafia?
I'm not getting into that. I didn't know that until about 25 minutes ago.
I mean, I'm sitting at home. You know, you got a bunch of votes for driver of the week, which is cool. But then all of a sudden, a Waltrip, and it seems like it is a Waltrip thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you one of them Waltrips. So
How many is there?
There's more Waltrips than there is people.
Wow.
So, how long have you been racing now? I've heard you've been racing for a long time.
Over 25 years.
In all of the champ carts, or have you
Just
done
champs.
Just champs.
Well, I started out in sprints and then moved up to champs when Macca, my brother Brian, moved to Macca, and I followed him, and I just love running champs.
So you were not one of those that last year, you know, you saw what happened last year.
Oh yeah, I was there.
And I'm thinking, you know, a lot of guys have stepped back a little bit and taken a look at it. And I've heard all kinds of things about it, but you kept going with it. And so you evidently love it to that point that you.
Well, the way I see it, when me and my brother and Larry Waltrip and all of us were running Macca, we had way worse wrecks than that. And they walked away. I walked away from some bad ones, but I'm glad he's doing good now. And I hope he gets 100% better. But the way I see it is what that man upstairs won.
That's true.
And you just have to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like, I drive tractor trailers, I do mechanic work. If you see a mechanic get hurt or a tractor trailer driver get hurt, you can't stop your job.
Right. I agree.
So
how long in this last race did you think you had a chance to win? Were you running second most of the race? Was it just you and Chris?
well, actually, I didn't plan on racing.
Oh, really?
It was too hot. I didn't practice. I didn't do nothing. I said, I'm going to go out there and qualify. If I don't do good, I'm going home.
Where did you qualify?
So,
Oh, did you?
and I said, damn.
That was a secret. I got to quit practicing.
That means I got to run. So,
Yeah, you ain't got a choice at that point.
But I told Chris Betchel, my teammate, I said, I'm going to brake check Danny White so you can get in front of me and let's see what we can do. And I did, and Danny was mad, but he's my buddy.
You know, he wouldn't do that.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, okay. So how long did you sit there before you say, well, I'm going to set Chris up? Did you have your mind the whole time that I'm going to get by him with a few to go or
Our
whatever?
motto is, if you're racing against a team member, the last lap, it's whoever's.
Right.
And the whole race, I just could not stay low. I knew I had a fast car. And the last lap, Chris was good. But I just had more, I guess.
I mean, I think experience came in.
But
He didn't protect the bottom good enough.
I miss having all my teammates out there with me.
Mm-hmm.
It was just me and Chris. Jeffrey wasn't there. Jeffrey Johnson. Hunter wasn't there. My son wasn't there. Dalton. So I guess this year it's just going to be me and whoever is able to run.
Well, you're not missing a whole lot with Hunter being gone. So you need to think that you need to thank your lucky stars that the man up there. He's not with you right now.
But you know what? He makes you laugh.
You ain't kidding.
I mean,
You ain't kidding.
I said that over to PA. He's a much better comedian than he is a driver. I mean, it wasn't about 5 seconds later. I got a message that says, "Damn, Scott."
Yeah, I can see where he'd be a better comedian than driver.
Well, he'd be good at
I
it.
tell you what, when his TikTok hits, I'm the first one watching them now. I mean, he's up there.
I don't know if he's acting or if that's
Hotel,
just
you
really
watching the
him.
hotel?
No, it's him.
He was up on a slip. And all, then he comes down.
You saying he was high?
Yeah, he was high. So what is it about a champ kart that just makes you, makes you excited to
It's
be
not the champ kart, it's the people you run with.
Okay.
I mean, I've run with Macca, NASCAR, Hampton Roads Kart Club, but I don't know, just the karting series, it's a family.
Mhm.
You help everybody out.
Yeah.
And if you have problems, you help each other. And I've just always loved the champs.
And what's the big difference from the Macca class? Because those didn't have wings, right? Or they put them on wings?
No,
on
we
them?
had Macca started the wings.
Okay. And,
Macca was the king of champs.
right, because y'all traveled what, South Side here and somewhere else?
Carolina, South Boston,
Oh, Kenley
Old
too?
Dominion, Kenley, Fayetteville. I mean, we traveled a lot.
Yeah, I know y'all guys did because I remember when back in the day they came here. Who was it before they put the wings on? I thought it was I thought it was Macca then.
No, that's when we ran the state races.
Well, Macca ran without wings in the beginning, but Macca was the first one to introduce the wings.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, that is still the best champ club in my heart
Mm-hmm.
that ever came about.
Is I gotta imagine the setup's got to be completely different than what y'all did in those Macca because they were a little bigger carts, right? And they were a little
Yeah,
bit
they were
bulkier.
straight frames.
Right. Yeah. Compared to what you're doing today.
And I wish y'all could see some of the films that we have from back then.
Yeah, 'cause
You wouldn't believe how many it was. I mean, what?
I remember when
28
y'all used to come
30
here in the
cars?
early 90s.
36, 37.
Yeah.
Every race.
Yeah, I was here helping some late models back in the early 90s, and y'all would come a couple times a year, and it was like some guys would have it geared where they do good when the race first started or a caution come out. Some of them would take 3 laps or so, and then you couldn't catch them. I mean, it was pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah, it was a big difference in
And what motor did y'all run then? Was it
the
still a
5
flat?
Briggs.
Okay, oh, you was, okay.
But it was just, back then, it was just mainly setup and engine builders
Well, it's
And
still like
draft.
in the draft. But we had a great engine builder, and Ron Trimmer ran Macca. He was a great person, and
Now, how many Waltrip training were y'all half the field or a third of the field?
there was a lot of us. It was what, 6 of us at one
Oh, was it
time?
really?
At one time,
We had 2
at
trailers.
least 5.
Dang.
Well, we had Billy Grimes and Little Larry with us.
Yeah, Billy Grimes, Little Larry Waltrip, Alvin Waltrip.
See, I
Brian.
told you there was more Waltrips than people.
I mean, they had a 50-50 shot at the end of the night.
But it's just fun. I mean, it's fun, and then when you get out, you can sit there and you can talk to everybody. You know,
Now, was the drafting each other and pushing each other like the carts are now, was it the same way back in the Macca series?
I think it was more back then.
Is that right?
Yeah,
The way those body styles were and all.
I mean,
And then
the drafting was very big, and I mean, we even did some techniques. We would bend our wings down to
Yeah, you can
deflect
tell us
the
now you
flow.
can't use that no more.
You can't do that. But I mean, we had tricks that really helped us, and our exhaust pipes. We have more exhaust pipes than probably more people got heartworm pills and stuff. I mean,
Y'all just
just
make
the
laps
way
full of
they're
exhaust
tuned
on.
and everything. But it's fun.
Who's sort of the brains of the setup stuff? Is that you? Is it Brian? Or?
Not me. I don't do no setup.
Oh no, you just
No
drive.
setup. Jeffrey Johnson is the setup guy, but Jeff Knowles was the setup guy back in Macca. So back then, you had to he come up with a 3-point arch. Me and Brian would go up there and he'd put it on the frame table and he'd bend them frames, and it was scarce. Remember, it broke the chain one time, and I mean, we thought the cannon went off.
Dang.
But
And you're thinking, ain't no way in hell this is gonna work, huh?
and we go out there and win. And
would have been up frame. That's crazy.
But
I heard some of the guys were arching the frames.
yeah,
Well, at least you don't have Hunter out there with you now, so that's a good thing.
well, no, I think he might be coming back.
He might coming back.
Yeah.
My opinion is, and I'm going to bring this up to the race director and everybody here. Once you don't want a truck race and become driver of the week, you don't go back down and
You're not
drive.
allowed to go
Well, I
back.
tell you what, how about if I bring my brother back?
Who's your brother? That's another Waltrip. Well, he can come back. He can come back. See, he don't want a truck race now. His head's not big. He's doing it crazy.
What? We already do that.
Well, Timmy.
And I'll tell you what, we'll even put you in one.
Hey, don't tempt me. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Hey, you were out there with us. And you did good the last race.
Thank you.
He did good the last race? Which one?
He finished.
I like you. At least you finished. But now you don't want him back out there.
Why not?
No, you don't.
We're family, right?
That's right.
Family.
I got 2 or 3 people on my side tonight, Jack. You're screwed.
Well, Ryleigh Rondeau may not come back no more. And I ain't too sure about Amanda, but come on, Timmy, you can't be siding with him too much. I mean,
Well,
he was one of those teammates I heard every time I come out here, and it was running them champ carts, and I heard teammates say, "Scott just left us out there, just left me."
You got to make a split decision sometimes when you get
sometimes
split
you gotta
up.
make that decision.
But lap 1 or 2 is not. That's not when you do it.
Well, that's when the mayhem starts. It's lap 1. It's pretty crazy. But is it? Do you like the new motor better?
Not really, but
Does it have that same hum when you're kind of together?
no, it don't sound like that old brig.
Yeah.
I mean-
You know, you got it.
But it's fast. It's a
It's
fast
definitely
motor,
faster.
and it's more setup now, and you got to have help. If you don't have help, you're going straight to the
Oh
back.
yeah, for sure.
But
But you
it's
can.
just
It seems
fun.
like you can suck up better now because this has got more motor. Where before, if you got off somebody, you know, a couple carts,
yeah,
you pretty much just waving by.
you're right. But I mean, the club is a good club. The leeches are good people. Everybody there,
Yeah.
even the ones I don't know, they're good people. I mean, you say hi to them, they're friendly, and you know.
Oh, come on, Tim. Let's get something started.
Well, you want one more?
Let's get something started. You can't say you like everybody out there.
I get along with everybody, except my ex-wife.
But there's
You're probably not the only one. Too.
but there's gotta be some people out there just rub you the wrong way. When you race.
Yeah, the bill collectors.
All right, I ain't getting nowhere with this one.
No, I get along with everybody.
Okay.
You have to this day and time.
Well, then when Scott was out there, not a lot of people got along with him, and
Well, I'll be on your crew next.
All right, Timmy, it's been nice to have you on the show, man. And
Well, thanks for having me.
we'll get you back on here again, but I will make sure that you get that thing this weekend.
No problem.
Hopefully, are you racing this weekend?
No, but I'm gonna be here with home.
You gonna be here with Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
No,
No,
mafia's
we gotta
coming.
stick together.
You ain't gonna catch one of them by
Hey, look!
yourself.
I done got a name for this mafia now.
Oh,
It's the Waltrip Mafia.
Where did this mafia come?
Let me tell you how the mafia started. Since you want to know, I'm gonna give you the down. Scott Allen over there, somehow or other, the mafia last year, year before, whenever it was, Scott Allen, he set a record for finishing in the top 5 in the Pro Sixes. I think he.
Hunters, look, haters are gonna hate.
But I'm not hating. But he would always, he'd finish in the top 4 and they won't, or top 5 and there wasn't before cars run. But I mean, so those things, that's how things went. But then one night, Scott was 3/4 of a track behind the leader, and he finished in the top 5. And all of a sudden, my phone just went slam crazy. And they thought you would have thought Scott done won the Daytona 500.
He said he had to turn his phone off.
He finished. But when the leader went by the start finish line, Scott was still over here too.
I was on lead lap.
Yeah, you were on the lead lap. It's only because there was about 3 or 4 cautions in there to keep you on there. But no, we ain't gonna worry about that. But you know, and I had to turn my phone off when I went to bed because somebody was rallying all these people to get there.
It wasn't Rodney Davis.
I don't know who it was. They ain't calling no names. And then we've had it happen a couple other times. And then Hunter Waltrip wins a truck race, which is legit. He won the truck race and he deserved to be driver of the week, but the Mafia popped in there on that one too. And then you won, and the Mafia went slam crazy when you won. And then this guy with the Hayden
Sheldon.
He wins.
Was there anybody else get a vote?
Yeah, I mean they got him and Butterbean were close, but Butterbean wins a cars race, and he ain't been beat out here this year. He can't. The Mafia did, and the only thing is somebody went on my Facebook account. Mm-hmm. Somebody went on my Facebook account. His name was Waltrip, telling everybody to vote.
Did he get his TikTok people to vote?
All I know was a Waltrip.
Just one of them. You don't know which one?
I would pull my phone up and look, but I'm afraid I might see something. You know,
They're telling what be on his phone.
Somebody said a wrong name.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks, man. We appreciate you coming. I know you big deal come out here and on a Tuesday night, but we appreciate
Thanks for having us and
Yeah,
good being here.
we thank you. We thank you for being here.
Thanks, Timmy.
Hey,
Good job, man.
Good seeing you.
And I will make sure that you get
I'll come by in a little while and get fitted in the seat and stuff.
No problem. Hey, we got 2 of them sitting there.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get you in here and talk. You've been up there smiling in the door the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Scott, somebody put up here Scott Allen for president.
That would be not a good precedent.
Brad calls.
Better than what we got.
Brad calls. He put Scott Allen for president. Is this guy got
Brad,
a mental problem?
That's a smart dude right there.
I don't know if I know him very well. Oh well. Anyway. All right, dude. Tell us all about your racing. I come out here and watched you practice one time.
Yeah, racing's been going good. I mean, I've been having my bad luck, but this past Saturday it went real well.
Where'd you end up?
8th, I think. 8th out of 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we found a baseline and for the car, and we can start changing a little bit of stuff and making the car a little bit better.
He said 9th.
Oh, nice.
9.
Okay. So
Top 10.
Yeah.
So when did you get started in this racing thing?
I got started when I was 9 in the Bandos,
Oh, okay.
and I've been racing ever since.
No, wait a minute. You started before
No,
the arena cars.
yeah, I started with the arena
Damn,
cars. Yeah,
see, I
that's
gotta straighten him out.
yeah.
Wesley, I remember Wesley. He was a little kid just running around the racetrack. Him and his dad.
Yep.
Right.
Right at Richmond Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't race against Scott.
No.
Okay. Wow.
No, but it was scary watching him race.
And you're exactly right. It was.
He come out from the race every day and with his body hanging off.
Well.
What about that one time, Wesley? Tell Jack what he did that one day.
Oh, what he went head on?
Oh, I knew about that. I was there. That happened. I was there.
Were you there?
Yes, I was there. I was there when that happened. And when he turned around on the track and went, yeah, that's the last race of the season that year. And all I know is Scott made a comment that Perlman was not going to win the championship.
Yep.
And Perlman didn't win the championship.
Well, that was because of his counting was a little off.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Was that the
He
time
let
you-
Travis Wall go, and he thought he still had it by 1 point, and he didn't. So Travis ended up winning. The
So,
championship.
but anyway,
So Travis should owe me about $5,000 because that was half the money he got.
it don't work that way.
No, because last time he got my money.
So how did you do in the arena cars? Did you?
I mean, I didn't race at the Richmond Coliseum, but I've raced Capital with it and on dirt track, and it was fun. I've done tasted the hay bales down there, and they didn't fit it. Yeah, I went
Okay.
almost over the King George fence, tore it down.
So other than the arena cars and whatever champ carts that you run, is there anything else that you raced?
I've raced the Bando truck and not the Super Street.
Oh, you did a truck too?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That truck was fun, but they just didn't have enough power.
Oh, you heard Hunter Waltrip was coming, didn't you?
No, I didn't hear. Yeah, I didn't hear him.
So tell us about this season as far as you said you got a baseline in the last race. Other than that, how everything else has been going?
I mean, the first night it was figuring everything out because last year we tore the clip all up. So this year we're learning the whole new clip that we put under it and everything. So it's basically relearning a whole new car.
Now, do you have to work on a car?
Yes, I did. If I don't, I can throw my dad in there.
Wait a minute now.
Oh, my dad and Jared. Huh? You
Oh,
got
but-
a twofer there. Huh?
Wait a minute. Where's your car kept at?
Jared's dad shop in Matthews.
So in other words, he's working on your car too, stealing Amanda's.
Yeah.
No wonder they ain't fast.
That's a good one, Scott.
So that's
I mean, you got a 9th place finish out of that thing. That's some driving.
Yeah.
What's a sport car?
so you got your dad and Jared over there working on, and you keep your car at Jared's house. Have you ever raced against Jared?
No, but I want to.
You want to?
Oh, now would you bump him out of the way?
So,
Yes, I would. He wouldn't last.
So let me ask you.
Well, usually it's me getting all the heat.
Let me ask you a question. This is a good question here. This is gonna be a good one because if Jared decides one night he wants to come and race against you, and he gets a car to race against you and everything, you probably want to move that car away from his shop up there.
Probably. Probably.
Take it back.
The toe might be a little out on yours or something.
Yup.
You might want to take that over to Scott's shop and lock it behind doors over there somewhere.
Probably.
Because it comes down to it, he's gonna try to beat, he's gonna let everybody know he beat you too.
Exactly. We posted on Facebook, I beat Wesley.
So what was it like when you first got the Super Street out here and started making some laps? What was like your first few laps there?
It was scary. First couple times I've been on the track with Super Street, it was scary because I had to relearn a whole new car because I was in the truck. So way more horsepower and everything. So it was definitely very scary.
It's a big change. And
It is.
you won a Bando race, didn't you?
Yeah, one.
Yeah. I
Only
remember.
one.
Yeah, that's all right though. Hey, and the record book has still got your name with
Yep.
a W beside it.
Yep.
I remember I was here that weekend. I remember seeing the excitement in your dad's face, and I remember you guys coming to arena racing when you were a little kid and seeing the excitement in your dad when you won. I think he's hooked worse than you though.
So the Bando, Jared didn't have anything to do with your Bando when you were doing it.
No, sir.
That's why you won.
Yeah. And the truck. And that's why I didn't win the truck because he was working on it.
Well, I think we done figured this whole thing out here.
That's why the truck broke. Because he drove it.
I don't know, but it sure seems like it's a good possibility that. So,
You know, the good part, he can't defend himself.
you know what the bad part is?
Your stuff's
When-
still
when
in
you-
his shop.
Yeah, exactly.
When's your next race?
18.
18th. If I was you, when you get the car here on the 18th,
Check everything.
you better go get anybody to look at, not Scott, but get anybody to look at that car and look at it and say, okay, it's good. Jared didn't touch it.
Yep. Or take pictures.
That's a good idea. Take pictures before.
Take every picture. See if everything looks good.
I think, I think it'd be a good race. They're trying to fix a race up on Wacky Wednesday for me and Scott.
Yup.
And I'm open to the track attack thing. I'm open to that. But I am not going to put my car out there on that track with Scott Allen. Ain't nobody going to put me out there with Scott
I don't
Allen.
know, but I think Scott would beat you.
He might very well beat me. I'm not going to say he won't, and I'm not going to brag too much. But if we were out there together on the track, I would be so scared of what he may do. We've seen him turn around on the track and come back. So, I wouldn't be sure what his plan was.
Yeah.
So,
Robert was thinking on one of the day of destructions they have the bag race, and we do the bag race, you and me. You know what the bag race is?
yeah, I know what the bag race. We had him at South.
Wait, who's driving?
That's what Gary has.
I'm driving.
Well, there goes our win.
I don't care. I don't care what happens. You put a being it. Look, I travel with Scott. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's an experience. So, all right, now who all other than Jared works on the car?
Sabotages you.
Dad helps. John, Jared's dad. Kevin. Amanda.
Another teammate. What's his name?
Angela, my other teammate. Most everyone that works on Amanda's car helps me on mine.
Including Jared.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All right. Who you got sponsoring your car this year?
Abrador Systems of Williamsburg, Martin's Custom Marine LLC, and Maritime Mayhem Target Fishing.
Now, who's that operation? Maritime Mayhem. Who's that operation?
John, Jared's dad.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've heard so much about it. I just didn't know who exactly was part of that. So, okay. Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your plans for the rest of the year? Just going to go out there and do the best you can?
Yeah, every race, just try my best and see where we can get towards the end of the season. See if we get any better.
So, how's your teammate Angelo doing? How's he doing this year? We had him on the show earlier this year, and he was.
His first race was Saturday. He did real well. He surprised all of us. I think he did real well for his first time
Did he
ever being in a
outrun
big
you?
car. No,
For a little.
I mean for a little bit, but I had my time.
He was just riding.
Yeah, I was just riding to see how I would do, and then towards the end.
Well, that's pretty cool.
But that race was a hectic race.
Scott, that was his first race ever finished in the Super Street.
Oh, really?
So we're
So,
very happy with that.
so you got into this racing deal. What I asked the other people, the other two, the same thing. I didn't ask Timmy because I guess we already know where Timmy's going. But I mean, what do you see yourself? Do you see yourself being in this sport longer as a driver or whatever? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the sport as long as I can, and stay with everything. Probably just stay down and not go high up. Stay down and lead lower class because these lower classes are fun, like trucks, super streets, kind of dogs, U-car, stuff like that. They're fun. So I'll probably just stay down here.
But you didn't say Pro 6. So.
I did. Just Scott's man.
So I knew
The super streets do look like a lot of fun, but I'd hate to have to fix the damn thing every week.
It's tough.
I don't have to put a body panel on it every week. Side.
No, you
Or-
just speed it out. Or speed out with
Whole A-frame.
new ones.
Well, I mean, That's part of the game, having to fix
Yep.
them all the time.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate you being here, coming out here and being with us tonight,
Thank you too.
and hope everything goes good the rest of the year. I'm really serious. You need to, if you ever have a
Get
chance to
your
race
pictures.
Jared, make sure you take care of your car before you know.
I will.
I don't know who hauls your car to the racetrack.
Dad does.
Dad does. You're going to go over and tell Dad the night before that race. If he's
Load up
in
early.
it, go pick the car up and bring it here.
Yep.
And we're going to take it somewhere and check it out real good.
Yep. Take it somewhere that he doesn't know
That's right.
and check.
That's what you're going to have to do.
Yep.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming by. Thanks a lot, man. And
Thank you.
we'll have you on again later on this year to see how things are going.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Where's Jared?
Oh God.
I'm gonna get him on here for just a couple minutes before we sign off the show.
Hey,
Yeah,
how you doing, Scott?
Wesley should be running right now.
Oh, you ain't speaking to me?
How you doing, Jack?
I mean, it seems like everybody's on your case tonight. What the hell?
It does. But I mean, doesn't bother me. It's all fun, right?
Well, it didn't sound fun to me.
He was talking the most trash.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't talking.
Well, no, I think he was encouraging. That's probably better.
That's you. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I was just, I was making Wesley understand how things work.
Well,
I know you want to race him one time.
no, not really. I mean,
You don't want to race him?
no, not really. I really do enjoy helping the kids. I do. It's fun, and
How many damn cars are you working on?
well, a lot less these days.
Oh,
actually,
really?
yeah. We've cut our Super Street program down to one car, and
Is the
No,
executive
seriously,
decision here tonight?
we have 8 of them total that we work together on.
When do you sleep?
When I'm at work. We've got Amanda's grand stock obviously being my highest priority with anything.
Sure.
Yeah, that brings up, since you done brought that up, that brings up another question. What the heck are you trying to prove taking her out of the car?
I didn't.
And we've already realized that she's faster than you.
I didn't take her out. She had a band trip up to Hershey Park that weekend, and after having a really, really great run the race before that, I figured I'm not even going to get in the car because the whole point behind it was I didn't want them to lose the chance at that 50-lap race that they were, because they lost it last year when the 29 car blew his motor, the 25 car hit the wall subsequently because of the oil spill, and they took 50-lap race from them, and I didn't want that to happen to them again. So I said, well, maybe I'll jump in it. And little did I know we were going to have 8 cars out there that night. But it was fun. It really was. And it did give me a whole new respect for her and what she does behind the wheel of the car.
Was he nicer after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't very convincing.
And I figured maybe I would learn some different things about the car to be able to help my understanding because I've not got a lot of asphalt experience. And I learned to let my kid drive it. Just do what she tells me it needs.
Yeah.
I heard it. Do what she told me to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You got to. I screwed up last year. I gave her, I'm watching this car come up off of turn 2 and just about smack the wall every lap. And I said, that car is tight. Let's loosen it up. And she's like, Dad, car's loose. No, I'm watching you go up the track. It's tight. We put it on the scales and I had it way loose. And she says, I'm just going up the track so I don't spin the car out. And I said, all right, I'll listen to you from now on. And in her last race, I mean, she was second,
Wesley,
third.
are you hearing this?
We don't listen to him.
He's working on your car.
We don't listen to him.
Oh, you don't listen to him?
No.
Okay.
Matter of fact, what was that movie? Was it Days of Thunder when Tom Cruise comes driving by there and he looks over and he's like, where is everybody? Oh man, ice cream's great. Yeah, that's gonna be the spotter stand on the 18th. They shouldn't put that concession stand so close to the spotter stand.
You spot for him?
Oh, I spot for him. I spot for Amanda. I spot for Robbie Morris in the modified. Who else do I spot for? Is that it right now? That'd be
Yeah.
nice. It'd be relaxing.
Yeah.
And then work on her grand stock, the 2 super streets, Kevin Rickman's truck, another truck, the modified, which we don't keep the modified, and Rickman's truck aren't in our shop. They stay with their owners.
Kevin making McLaren noises.
My dirt car. And
Are you racing the dirt car already?
right now it's sitting there with no roof because I had to take the roof off, get the seat out, put it in her car. And then we took the battery out and put it in the other Super Street car. And my car's just sitting there in the shop getting dusty. Getting some work done on her next car. It's coming along slow.
Oh, she's got a new car coming? Okay.
Yeah, she's got a limited coming around. So
Got a limited.
yeah, we went down and
This
picked it
year?
up. I want to definitely get her testing and get a couple of races in because we already took the number, and I don't want him mad at me for taking his number. We beat him to it, so it's all good.
Oh yeah. I didn't.
Yeah, there's that guy with the backwards number out there right now because we took it.
Yeah.
But
All right, I'm racking my brains now trying to figure who this is, but we'll find out after the show's over.
who out there would have a backwards number from me? Number 15. If
I know the number. I figured that part out. You ain't gonna start on me now, Jared. I know you had that.
We'll turn the damn show off.
So
I understand the number part. I was trying to figure out who this person
It's a Warren. No,
no,
I thought it was
Paul the Bolt.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Paul the
okay,
Bolt.
got it now. Okay, I was running them all through my mind real quick trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, we went down. We picked up the car 2 months ago, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just an issue now having the funds to be able to put it together step by step and get it right and see what we got. Got to teach her how to drive a stick too.
No,
She
I
does.
drove a
She
stick.
does okay. She took Kevin Rickman's truck out here and practiced it one day.
Oh,
She did all right. She stalled it once and then went right up through the gearbox without a big problem. She didn't run nobody over coming back into pits, so that's
a
half
win.
the battle, right?
Yeah, that's a
Pretty big deal there.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna be? Are you gonna do any more racing this year, other than taking her car this week or this next race?
This weekend, obviously, if we don't, if we get the chance to run, I'll be in it. I might jump in and do a couple, not in her car, but maybe get into a truck a little bit here and there. I really want to get back out with the dirt car again.
You ain't
And
got time for that. You got too many.
I don't.
cars
I
running.
really don't. And that's exactly the problem. Is I can't go to Saluda with it because Saturday night at Saluda, so I'm down here. And with the schedule we run right now at Langley,
Dirt car for sale.
with the schedule we run here, it's hard for me to take, driving all the way down to Dixie on Friday night, getting all the way back up to the house, get a couple hours of sleep, just turn around and load up and head back down here.
So we should buy a double stacker trailer and then stay down here.
Oh,
I'm
makes problem
looking
solved.
for better sponsors for upcoming
Wow.
seasons, I guess.
You just got rid of one of your street stocks.
That's true. That's true. Actually, my mom sent me a text message that said that the 11 car is in the woods now. I don't know.
Security
been
cam
home.
footage.
I don't have any. We live in the sticks. We don't have that stuff. But seriously, thank you to all of the people that work on the cars. David, Wesley, my dad, Kevin, Albert, Chad Martin, everybody that steps in and like last week or 2 weeks ago now, they didn't have to come out and help me. That's her team. That's her crew. That's her car. And it doesn't matter. We all get together. We all take care of what needs to be taken care of.
Well, that's a cool deal. I mean, you're helping get people into racing and helping them out and getting them started, getting them going. That's something to be commended that you do that. you take a lot of your time to do stuff like that, and that's pretty cool.
I do, but it's worth it. It really, and especially with the, Angelo just turned 18. Wesley at 16, Amanda at 17. It's cool to help the younger ones come up and get into the sport and learn what they're doing. And a few years ago, we had Wesley's sister Danielle out here in a HRKC car.
Mm-hmm.
She decided she didn't want to do it anymore, but still to give them the opportunity to try it and see what they thought of it, and then if they're sticking with it, help them out and try to.
Yeah, because we
progress
definitely got to get younger generation into the sport.
Without a doubt.
I mean,
Without a doubt.
Me and Jack learned the statistics that average age of a NASCAR fan is 62.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And
we didn't even realize it. When you think about it, but to me, I didn't see it being that high. I thought I was thinking maybe 40 or something.
Well, it had been mid 30s to
but
mid
then it
40s
jumped up
for
like
years.
that, so that makes it
or at least that's what Denny
great
said. I don't know if
for
it's true.
somebody like you that's pushing these guys.
Yeah.
To get into not pushing them, but helping them get into the sport. You might have to push Wesley next week, but anyway, that's because you probably tore the car up. But but anyway, it's really, you ought to take a bow from doing that, because that is a special thing.
Thank you.
To do that. And,
That's your one and only compliment.
It
Take
is, and I am. I might have it tattooed on the back of that shoulder right there. I need a picture with your autograph so I can put that underneath of it.
No, I'm being serious. I mean,
Yeah.
you with what you got going on, Doug Sample with all he's got going on with his car.
That's good.
I mean, just think about this is how you build the sport.
And I've got to put in there too, because you mentioned Doug. Now, Doug owns a lot of those cars. I mean, most of those cars I think he owns. I don't. I own her 2 cars and my car. David and Wesley, they own theirs. Angelo, he owns his. Rickman and so on. I don't own them all. I just
But
put the
point
time
is,
into them and work on.
you're putting the time in to keep these cars going and helping them out. I mean, we had Angelo Stallion on the show one night, and he impressed me.
He's a great kid.
That with all the things he was telling us that he does and everything, that's really cool. I think that's a big deal. And then, look what you've done. You've got it going on to helping these kids, and people like that's old and decrepit like Scott don't need to be out there with these kids anymore. But anyway,
Just tell me to duck when you swim.
That's elderly abuse. We can't do that.
whatever you want to say.
I don't know what organization's coming after you. It's not CPS, but AARP.
Don't think I wouldn't call them up and tell them. Anyway, we appreciate all you being with us. Amanda, Wesley, Ryleigh, she's still here. Timmy Waltrip was here. I think he's gone.
Yeah,
And Jared, appreciate you bringing them out and getting everybody here and working on these cars. We appreciate everything you do. Appreciate
Thanks for having
everything.
us. And I'm glad she talked this time for you.
She did talk, but she laughs a lot. You know,
I do.
it mostly laughs at you. That's right.
Again, I think she had some help on that.
Yeah, who wouldn't laugh at Jared?
Huh?
Who wouldn't laugh at Jared?
We laugh at Jared all the time.
We just laugh at him when he's just sitting there.
Taking the mirrors out of his car and telling him the leader's coming on lap 3 next week.
Okay, well, that's our show for this week. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank the Rondeaus for bringing Ryleigh out. Appreciate it. Thank you a lot. And so let's go next week. We're going to do a little different type of show next week. We're going to have a couple people that work here at Langley Speedway.
All female show.
Well, no, it's
Except
not all. It
Jim.
may not be all female, but the two of them, they're here at Langley Speedway. They're kind of, they play a major part, but nobody really knows what they're doing and what.
Are you going to tell us who it is? Or are you?
Casey works the back gate back here, and Sarah Langley. So we'll have both of them here, and so that so we'll know what they're doing as far as the race and helping these racers out. Anyway, Please like and share our show, and we'll talk to you again next Tuesday night.